Quick and easy corrections for things that are happening. But like anything else, gift cards come with a warning. In fact, a gift card fraud is a $1 trillion problem around the world. Joining us this morning is online security expert David Papp with some tips on how to avoid card scams. Good morning, David.
Morning, Mike.
Thanks so much for coming in today.
Yeah.
So first of all, we'll start things off with your common gift card scams. Sure.
The most common ones would be phone calls that are occurring now. So they'll call you up and say you've got a relative that needs bail bond, you have an administration fee for a lottery ticket win or something that you've won, or some back taxes that you have to pay. And what they'll do is instruct you, because it's easier, to go and buy some gift cards off the shelf, usually iTunes or something like that, and then send you the numbers over the phone so that you're paying for whatever it is, the fee it is. And people go for that.
You think you'd catch on to something like that, though. But
that's a big red flag right there.
Yeah, I would think so. So that's one that's been around for a while?
Yeah, it's been around, and it's still, in fact, I just received a phone call this weekend, and it was just like that.
And how do you respond?
Well, it was a robocall, and it said, you have a credit card starting with 45, and we have alerted you that there's a suspicious activity, a $300 eBay charge, and a $1,000 international gift card, iTunes gift card purchase. And I'm like, red flags are going off, and it said unavailable for the caller ID, and you have 30 minutes to respond because we need to know right now whether this is legitimate or not. I'm thinking, there's no way, and I just hung up on it.
Yeah, nobody's ever going to give you a deadline like that for anything.
Correct.
I mean,
but some people get very concerned. You know, if they're confused, they don't know what to do. There's some lady that went out. She purchased the gift cards, and by the time she had given it back, over the phone, the guy told her, because she realized this was a scam, and they usually say they're even cooperating with the RCMP. Like, it sounds legit, sort of. But she caught on, but it's gone. Like, the money's gone because they use the gift card money right away. They transfer it out.
Okay. Are there any other new scams that are standing out right now?
Some neat ones.
Neat ones?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. One of them is, check your gift card balance here. So you put in your information, and they drain your card because it's not the legitimate website. Another one is you sell something expensive on Kijiji or on eBay, and let's say it's like a vehicle or something in the thousands of dollars. So it's a lot of money. They send you a check. You deposit it. In the meantime, a day later, they contact you and they say, well, I can't go through with the purchase, but why don't you keep $1,000 for your inconvenience and just give me back the remainder in gift cards? Can you go and buy it? Sounds fairly legit, and guess what happens to the original check? It bounces, it's gone. You think that you're scoring on this, and meanwhile, you've given them legitimate money.
So what are you supposed to do then if you're using those, like Kijiji and stuff, and you're selling? How do you know if anything's legit?
Well, the payment methods, of course, you'd want to make sure it's money orders, certified checks. I would go to the bank and actually try and get to certify it. I wouldn't just deposit a random check these days, that kind of stuff. It would be all in the money that you're collecting.
Right.
And definitely don't send gift cards to somebody. That just stinks.
Just with a couple of minutes left there, we should just talk about just other general scams that we're seeing. Like, I know I'm always getting things from cable companies. My balance is not up to speed, and then they'll have the logo of the cable company. Yeah. And what I've always learned to do, and you said this before, is just look at the email address, click on the email address. If it's UGHFT31, it can't be connected to that cable company.
Absolutely.
Or Apple. I get these things from Apple too, with those crazy email addresses.
Yep. They make it look legitimate, like the Apple sent it, your bank sent it, Google sent it. They look very legit, unless you hover over the email address or the website where it's going.
Right.
So those are some big ones. The other gift card things that are occurring right now are where, this is interesting, they go into a store like Best Buy, they look at the rack of the gift cards, and they grab some. They didn't pay for them, but they have no value.
Sure.
They leave. They remove the PIN code and scratch it, record the information of the gift card, and then put a sticker back on it. You can buy them on eBay that say, the scratch stickers. Go back to the store and put them at the front of the rack. Somebody buys it, and they know it's going to be purchased within the next 24 hours because it's on the front, and they immediately drain it. So meanwhile, you've bought a gift card for a friend or a relative, you put it in their card, they go to try to use it, it has nothing in it.
Oh, my.
It's empty.
Wow. You're terrifying us all.
Yeah.
Thank you, David.
You're welcome, Mike.
I hope you got a lot out of that one. You can follow David on Twitter. You can check out his blog. His blog, of course, is davidpapp.com, and on Twitter @DavidPapp. We're back after the break.